Speaking of a second playthrough of Link to the Past.
Link to the Past, yeah. That's the best video game ever made. Star Trek. That's what we always like to come circle back to. Is
Yeah. So you go gather around the TV and watch a little Star Trek.
Watch a little Star Trek. In case you haven't guessed already, Aaron and I are also in a little bit of an off week this week. But we will be back next week, and we just wanted to give you just a little preview of what's coming up next. We just came off of watching Star Wars, which is always glorious.
A classic. Groundbreaking. So original.
George Lucas.
What a visionary. George Lucas is a great idea, man. He really is.
Okay, absolutely. Indiana Jones, American Graffiti, Willow.
I haven't watched the new one. Have you watched the new stuff yet? Oh,
I
Cass had never even heard of it. I got to take her through the old movie, and then we can watch the new stuff.
God, I haven't seen that in so long. I just remember Val Kilmer and who's the guy who played Willow? I know that.
Warwick Davis.
There it is. Yes, Warwick Davis. What I remember is Val Kilmer and Warwick Davis.
Val Kilmer was going to be in the new stuff, but he was struggling with health issues.
So
could not do it. Showed up in Top Gun and brought me to tears.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh. Hey, if you want to make a successful movie in Hollywood, all you got to write is the, speaking of Star Wars, the trench run.
The trench run.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
If you can recreate the trench run, make it your own thing, you're going to make $1 billion worldwide.
Just call it Top Gun Maverick. That is on our consideration list for future nerd movies is Top Gun Maverick.
It should be.
It's on the consideration list, so who knows?
They do the trench run really, really good.
Maybe
I saw it twice in theaters. It was so good.
Maybe we'll do that next. Who knows what we'll do next? We are going to do more of those. Not sure what we're going to tackle next. Maybe it will be Top Gun. Maybe it'll be Empire Strikes Back. Who knows? Maybe it'll be something completely unexpected.
G.I. Joe.
Rise of Cobra.
Yeah. We're just like losing followers as we name stuff off.
Transformers the movie from 1984.
Boo. No, click.
I've got the power.
Bam, 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 bam. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Volume 2. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be getting to more of those nerd movies. I'm looking forward to doing more of those.
We've got to be very careful. If we do a Marvel movie, we've got to be very careful which one we choose.
There are a few on the consideration list. Have I shown you the list?
Of considerations? I don't think so.
Up for consideration for nerd movies?
If you're going to send it to me, send a text because I don't look at my email ever.
Okay, yeah, there's a list. Well, we'll look at it. But there's a list that I'm looking at.
All right.
And I'm like, it's an interesting list of awesome. Okay.
Maybes.
But I think all of a general solid quality for the most part.
I did a watch through of pretty much all of them. I think it was 2 years ago.
Films?
All the Marvel movies up to that point. You know what struck me as underrated and kind of awesome? I didn't appreciate it when it came out. Age of Ultron.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my God. It's a really good movie.
I haven't seen it. The last one I saw was Ant-Man. But because that was Phase 2. That was like the last movie of Phase 2 was Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So I haven't.
Wow, you're 2 phases behind.
Not just 2 phases behind, because before that were also Guardians of the Galaxy and Age of Ultron, and I have not seen those films either. But I did see Ant-Man after that. My family, we all went and saw Ant-Man. I was like, okay, whatever. That's what they all wanted to see, so I went and watched Ant-Man. I was like, that's the last Marvel movie I've seen.
Yeah. That first Guardians too. Chef's kiss.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything since. It all peaked for me personally with the first Avengers film.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And I was just like,
was a peak.
I know. It just seems like it's just going to be either more or bigger, but that's it. And I don't know. I just lost my interest real quick after that.
There is more and there is bigger, but it's so much more. There are peaks. There are bigger peaks.
I have no doubt. Doubt.
Like, for me, it truly peaks at Endgame. Mm-hmm. And then Infinity War is falling action, and pretty much everything after that.
Isn't Infinity War the first one?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah,
and
Infinity War
is the last one?
I had that backwards. Yeah. It peaks at Infinity War for me. That is
One of those is on the consideration list.
As good as Avengers
The
was
first
ever
one.
going to be
Yeah.
was Infinity War.
Mm.
And then everything after that, I'm like, whatever.
Okay.
However, the TV series that came out after that, like WandaVision,
Yeah.
Loki,
Yeah.
Hawkeye, awesome.
Is there also like Winter Soldier and Falcon
Oh,
and
yeah,
Winter Soldier?
there was the
Wasn't
Captain
that
America
too?
one. That was pretty good, too.
There was that one.
Yeah, that was...
She-Hulk. I can't.
I fell
I'm
off
aware
it.
of. I'm aware of them. I just haven't seen any of them.
Loki, especially, I think you'd really like.
Yeah. And, you know, it's not just the Marvel movies. It's also a lot of it's the superhero movies stuff in general. There have been some DC stuff just because there have been movies I've been waiting years to see. Wonder Woman, Justice League.
There's been
Some of these were really disappointing.
oversaturation of superhero content. Yeah. And it's bleeding into my love of, like, other things like the Star Wars stuff that's been coming out, like Andor. Loved Andor.
I haven't seen any of the Star Wars stuff on Disney either.
But at a certain point, it's like, just give it a rest.
Give it a rest.
Come out with like 2 less a year.
You know what I am in the middle of watching right now is Babylon 5.
Oh, you started it?
I started watching Babylon
Nice.
5 from 1993. That's right. That's how far behind I am. Watching Babylon 5 from 1993.
We're watching Next Generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these shows still hold up.
That's the one I've seen the least amount of episodes of, so it's been good to sit down and actually watch it.
Which is wild for me. The fact that you're so big of a Star Trek fan, but that's one you still haven't seen a lot of. Well, I guess speaking of Star Trek The Next Generation,
Here we go.
give our little teaser for,
Speaking of Star Trek The Next Generation.
yeah, what's coming up next on Star Trek Stories.
I'll tell you, or you'll tell me. You tell me. You know what? You go.
You go.
I'm going to tell you. No, you go.
So, yes, our next selection of episodes, we've left Classic Trek behind, and we're now going into this giant chunk of Golden Age Trek, which is lots of Star Trek, 1987 to 2005. But we're going to be breaking this whole giant era of Star Trek into digestible chunks.
Many, many little pieces.
And the show we're definitely going to hone in on the most is the legendary Star Trek The Next Generation.
How could you not?
Yeah, it's the we've said it before. I think it's the linchpin for the whole franchise.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the most accessible and most popular, the one that has the most exposure, probably.
That version of the Enterprise?
Yeah. And so, but we're going to be watching a lot of Star Trek The Next Generation. It's by far and away the show that has the most amount of episodes on our list.
Mm-hmm. But it's going to get really fun when we get into the years of, like, when Voyager and DS9 were on at the same time.
Start showing up. Enterprise even further down the line.
And then the movies.
The movie, yeah. But it all starts in 1987, and the golden age of Star Trek does not start as a golden age.
No. More of like a gold-plated, gilded edge.
Gilded edged. Yeah, kind of.
Not exactly 24 karat.
No, 12 karat. 9 carats. 4 carats.
Stop. I'm just going to take that back.
Solid gold plated.
Well, that'll get you about $20. It's a family heirloom. It's been in my household for generations. Yeah, that's a Star Trek season 1 quality right there.
Prospector puts it in his teeth, kind of just bends it, give you a quarter for it. Yeah, so we're going to be, our next selection of episodes, it's going to be a 10-episode list. We're going to be looking at the growing pains of the Next Generation, specifically the very early days when they're just trying to get that show going up for the first time.
Stick with us. It's totally worth it. There are some good moments in there, despite the pains and despite the flaws.
I think we're gonna have a lot of fun watching them, and I think we're going to have a fun perspective on looking at them. I think we're going to be just looking at this was the first attempt to bring the show back. So from the old 60s show, this was the first attempt to try to do something new with Star Trek. And so,
and really, had anybody done something like this before with any other media?
Yeah, it's a dime a dozen now.
Right.
Everyone is rebooting itself all the time.
So it was the final frontier again for TV in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
No one had ever reimagined a IP before.
Not on this scale. I mean, like at the time you had like the 80s, say like Twilight Zone, but that was just more or less just more Twilight Zone episodes for the 80s. But this was trying to like reinvent a much more specific thing. This was not common at the time. So I think that's going to be our kind of what we're going to be looking at in this next selection of episodes. Growing Pains of the Next Generation.
But if you can make it through it with us by the time we get to like season 3, it gets so good. It gets so good.
I think we're going to have a lot of fun. At the very least, we're going to have a lot of laughs.
Certainly. Some data moments.
Oh, my God.
We can look at Whoopi Goldberg's lack of eyebrows.
We don't have any Whoopi in this next list.
Oh, no? No
Not yet.
Whoopi. Whoopi.
No, like we are talking early days of the show.
No 10 forward.
No 10 forward.
I just had a thought. Speaking of Next Generation, you know what we should sneak in here? Maybe a little mini-sode. The Star Trek redubs.
The redubs.
Oh, my God. Picard just pieces out on the shuttle half the time. Data, prepare my shuttle up. Yes.
You've just committed an act of utter barbarity. Well done. Riker's vaped a whole planet. Or have you ever seen, I can't remember the name of the channel. There's a YouTube channel where he takes, I think, is it Ryan's Edits? I could be wrong. He takes outtakes from Star Trek The Next Generation and he reinserts them.
Oh my God.
Into the episode where like that's the actual take. So he uses like the legit take before and after, but then you see just like some weird random thing happen and then people try to carry on like it's completely. There are some really funny ones.
That's awesome. I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, this next list may be as close to Mystery Science Theater 3000 as we get on Star Trek stories, for better or worse. But I love a good MS3TK.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with some jabs at the show you love.
I'm looking forward to it. We get some, regardless, we get Patrick Stewart, and who doesn't love Patrick Stewart? So
he always brings his A game.
Yeah.
If anything, he's probably a big reason why the show continued.
Lasted as long as it did until it got good.
So like, wow, that guy has some pedigree. Look at him acting up there. He's doing such a good job acting.
Oh my God. Giving it everything he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week, our first episode of Growing Pains of the Next Generation, we will be, of course, watching the very first episode, the pilot, the feature-length pilot, Encounter at Farpoint. And it's going to be a very special episode of Star Trek.
You know, having recently watched it, I can promise you this, it's going to leave you going, okay. All right. No, yeah, okay.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah. Now, this will be interesting because some of these you'll have somewhat recently watched. So
I'll come back and watch them again.
And also, joining us for that episode will be our good friend Jake Barnes. Jake's going to be coming back and talking about Encounter at Farpoint with us.
Return guest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be fun to have Jake back on the show. And then we're going to also have a new friend also to come on the show and talk about that with us as well. So both old and new coming up. So we hope you join us for our next little selection of episodes looking at the early days of Star Trek The Next Generation. It's going to be a fun time.
Pray tell, Jaron.
Yes, Aaron.
How could new listeners join us on our Discord chat?
Yeah, so we do have a Discord for people who haven't stuck around for the very, 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 very end of our episodes. We do have a link up in our show description. So if you just bring up the show description on whatever podcast platform of your choice, you can find our Discord link there. And just click on it. You'll have the invitation, and you can join us to talk about the episodes we watch. Well, Aaron, I'm looking forward to what the future has in store for our silly little Star Trek show.
Super.
Yeah. All right, next week, Star Trek Next Generation.
Woo.
We'll see you then.